Welcome to Oktoberfest in Munich, the world's biggest beer festival. Today I'm diving into the tents, the food, and of course the beer. But first, let's get dressed. Now you can't attend Oktoberfest without dressing in a traditional lederhosen or dirndl. It's not mandatory, but where's the fun in just going in street clothes, right? We got ours from Bavarian Outfitters, rented them out for 2 days, and then we were able to drop them off in a drop box late at night, but more on that later. After we got dressed, we were ready to go, but first, we needed some coffee. Our first cappuccino in Europe. Strong, frothy, just what we needed.
It's like we're at Disneyland, but it's all beer themed, and the rides are like way more intense. Like, look at that thing. It spins and goes upside down.
Like any major festival, there are bag rules. So besides small bags, you gotta check in the big one for just €5. After we did that, we were ready to go and headed right in. The weather wasn't ideal, a little rainy, a little foggy. Felt like we were just back home in San Francisco. Nothing says warm and cozy like a nice bratwurst though. Our first one of the trip, we were both so excited. And boy, do they really like their ketchup and mayonnaise here. Anyways, here are my thoughts.
Alright, first, roti bratwurst here at Oktoberfest. Look at the cute little bread. Don't get too close. Look at the cute little bread, cute little wiener. Buen provecho for, what does it say? Bon something. Hot. I'm not gonna lie, the bread's a little too hard. The sausage is really good though. One of one. 1 for 1 on bratwurst, but the bread's a little too hard.
Alright. Trying this is this a bratwurst or is this just a hot dog?
Bratwurst.
Alright, trying my first bratwurst here in Germany. The bread's soft. The bread's soft.
It's too hard. I wish they toasted it.
Now that we had a little snack in our belly, it was time for our first beer. These are not the tents that you see online. They're like mini tents, less chaotic and less people. A good way to start our day.
I'm Dina, and I'm here at Oktoberfest in Germany, and this is my first beer on the first day. Cheers.
Prost.
Prost. Weedy.
After our first beer, we were ready for the tents. Yes, the crazy chaotic ones you see online. We stepped inside and boy, they were busy. Hundreds of people as far as the eye could see. And crazy it was. It was quite overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. If this is your first time, you're like, where do I even sit? Luckily, there were some benches outside that were covered, plenty of seating, so you just sit down, look over the menu, can't understand. Eventually, someone will come over to you and offer you a beer though. The service was quick. So we got our first 2 beers and a schnitzel. And I love schnitzel. Now here's Dina's thoughts.
Okay, we have a schnitzel sandwich. What's schnitzel?
You take a sip of the beer, then you take a bite of schnitzel. This one's hot. But it's good, the flavor is really good.
Now that we were on a food roll, nothing says Germany more like a pretzel. And these were humongous. I'm not much of a pretzel guy, but I was hoping traveling across the world to Europe, having a pretzel from the motherland would change my opinion on these doughy, salty treats.
It's like a heart. Okay.
It's a pretzel. We're at Oktoberfest 2025, babe. What do you have to say?
Hey, look what I have in my pocket. Ready? Ready? Show my pocket. A pretzel.
A pretzel in a pocket in 2025 is crazy. We're here in Oktoberfest in Munich, in Germany, 2025. We're having a great time. Dina says she's drunk,
I think you're more drunk though.
and so am I. People, I cannot lie. I'm not a liar.
Do you want some pretzel?
We're having a good time. Any words for the people? Any words for your future children?
Live your life, have fun, do what you want to do, and do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
These pretzels suck ass. You know, Auntie Anne's and Wetzel Pretzel has better pretzels than this.
Pretzels
What is
came,
this?
Pretzels came
What is this?
Pretzels?
I came from America to have pretzels,
came from Germany. Anyways, we're both drunk. Admittedly, but we're having a great time. I love this woman. We're having a great time.
Well, those two kids were looking like they were having just about so much fun, weren't they? It was time to give the tent another chance. We made our way into the Lowenbrow tent, determined to stand or sit at a table. Still overwhelming, still hundreds of people, but if you look around enough, make eye contact with some people or some waitresses, maybe, just maybe, you can get a table. And that's what we did. Dina made friends with these ladies. They said, come on over. Obviously, they want you to order a beer from them and tip them, but hey, we made it. We made it to a table, finally. This is where the fun began. I'm getting chills just talking about it. You put one leg on the seat, one leg on top of the table, and you start to have fun. Drinking beer, singing songs, making friends. Everything they say about Oktoberfest and making friends at this place is true. After our second beer, it was time for some more food.
These are really fried. Oh my god.
This next tent would end up being our last. Not because we didn't have fun. Quite the contrary, we actually had a lot of fun. It was the Hofbrau house. Don't even know how we made it onto this table, but this is where we had the most fun, made the most friends, and drank the most beer. And when I say the most beer, it was literally just like 2. Also, by the way, it is cash only, so come prepared with euros, or else you're gonna have to go find an ATM and do all that stuff, and that's just no fun. But anyways, as I said, this was our final tent for the night. We were dancing, partying, having a good old time. We recorded no more after this, so that should tell you all you need to know about the night we had. And this is a good time to tell you guys, if you're enjoying this content and just overall like good vibes, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps the channel to grow a lot so I can continue to make travel, food, and lifestyle videos. Before we knew it, the night was getting close to being over. The last few drops of our beer were finishing up, and it was time to make our way home. Quite the first half day at Oktoberfest, definitely a memorable one, and day 2 was right around the corner. Woo! Woke up the next day feeling some type of way, if you know what I mean. But nothing says recovery more than some shawarma wraps. This one was hella good. I don't know if it was because I was hungover, but it hit the spot. They were called Oliva, in case you were wondering. So today, we did not drink. We rode rides, we ate food, and left it at that. We definitely had our fair share of beer from the day before. And let me just say, Germans know how to create a ride. Look at these things. They're damn near violent. This one, called the Voodoo, was calling our name, but we were unsure if we'd actually ride it. So stay tuned to see if one of us gets on it. And now, a word from my fiance.
Alright, we're out here in Munich, Germany, Oktoberfest 2025, and we had a lot of beers yesterday. So now we are taking dose. Yes, this is dose from America. I brought it here in my check bag. No, my carry-on bag, because it's only 2 ounces. Travel size, friendly.
Thank you, Dina. Not sponsored, but if you want a sponsor dose, let me know. Anyways, speaking of cheesy thing, it's time for my first time ever trying Spätzle, so let's see what I thought.
Back at Oktoberfest, feeling much better. First meal here is the Kasse Spätzle from this vendor. This one is with bacon. It's good. It's like smoky mac and cheese. It's really cheesy. Like super cheesy. There's like onion bits on top. But it's good though, really nice and cheesy. Really smoky. So, I like it. I recommend. Can't go wrong with cheese, right?
You know when you're on vacation, you really just crave something fresh. So this Jew Kurt was really calling my name. I mean, what could go wrong? It's just yogurt, fresh toppings. Really took me back to my froyo days.
It's Joker. It tastes like it has a lot of probiotics in the yogurt.
Wow. I really feel like I haven't had a yogurt in a long time.
Nothing says a day at the fair than eating some food and then going on a ride directly after, right? So we went on this one called the Bavarian Tower, where they hoist you what looks like 100 yards up in the sky and twirl you all around with amazing views of Oktoberfest and Munich. It was a little dark, so we couldn't see that great, but the views were still amazing, and we obviously froze our feet off because of how windy and cold it was. But look at these views, absolutely beautiful. It was like a Disney ride on steroids. Like I said, Germans do rides different. I don't know, they are truly built different. This was like their haunted mansion, and even this was kind of wild. They didn't let you film much inside, but look at this little twisty thing. It's making me dizzy just looking at it. A fun ride. Wouldn't say it's a must ride though. So you guys remember how I mentioned Germans just love their ketchup and mayo? Well, you can't love ketchup and mayo and not love potatoes. So they had a couple of French fry stands, and I said, let me get some French fries. These gotta be pretty bomb, right? So we just got some French fries. Nothing crazy. Okay, I'll use my hand. It just came with ketchup and mayo. Cool. They're piping hot. Pretty good though. You know, $9. $9 for French fries, ketchup, and mayo. So after that meal, we played a couple of games. Obviously, we lost, but they were fun nonetheless. Remember that ride that I mentioned earlier?
Wish me luck.
Dina ended up having the gumption to go on it. I was still a little queasy from the day before, so I passed. But look at this ride. They had fire coming out the middle. It was bouncing around, going up and down, twisting and turning. It was an absolutely crazy ride. And it was kind of long. It was like a 4 to 5 minute ride. Quite the experience. Dina survived though. Let me catch up with her and see what her thoughts were about the ride.
Woo. That was fun though. I really liked it. It didn't turn as much as like it looks like it does.
It just moves a lot.
Yeah. But that was fun. I liked it. You should have did it. You would have threw up everywhere. Saying goodbye to my dirndl? Dirndl? What is this thing called? A dirndl? Bye, dirndl. Okay, this is good for our records too. It shows that we dropped it off. Alright, tying up the bag. Oh shoot, your jacket. Oh my god. I didn't even drink today. Okay, QR code showing my name.
Parts of their interests and hobbies.
Alright, all done.
So we just wrapped up at Oktoberfest. We only came for basically a day and a half. We had an amazing time. Drank enough for both of us yesterday. So today we took it easy. Got a little bit of late start. Ate some good food. Played some carnival stuff and got some rides and all that. But what do you have to say, Dina? Recommend?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Honestly, if we
I
had
was
one more day,
laughing the entire time.
yeah, it was a great time. Even if you don't drink or nothing, you can still come have a good time, play some rides, eat some good food,
Play some rides.
play some rides. But now we're gonna get some kebabs here at Mataba, fine Turkish cuisine. Maybe like 10-12 minute walk away from the fairgrounds. Let's grab some food. So our night was coming to an end. We made the pilgrimage back to our hotel, reminiscing on the absolute fun we had. I thank you all for joining us on this journey. Hit that like, subscribe button if you enjoyed my content, and I'll see you in the next one. Prost.